In a small village surrounded by silent mountains, there lived a young man named Marco. His eyes always carried the shadow of worry. He was haunted by the mistakes of his past and frightened by the uncertainty of his future. His mind was never still. A storm of thoughts kept spinning inside him from sunrise to midnight. Every night he wondered, will I ever find peace? One day, Marco heard a story from the villagers about an old man who lived far away at the foot of the mountains. They said he was once a great psychologist in the city, but had left it all behind to live in harmony with nature and help people find calm within themselves. Hope flickered in Marco's heart. He thought, maybe this wise man knows the way. After a long and tiring journey, he reached the peaceful valley. There, on the porch of a small wooden house, sat the old man, eyes closed, smiling gently, as if time itself had stopped around him. Marco stepped forward and said softly, "Sir, my mind never rests. I'm trapped in endless thoughts. Please, teach me how to find peace." The old man opened his eyes slowly and smiled. "You wish for peace," he said. "Then do something for me." He filled a glass with water right up to the very brim and handed it to Marco. "Walk to the end of the village and return," he said. "But remember, not a single drop must spill." Marco nodded and began to walk. The road was narrow and noisy, children shouting, dogs barking, vendors calling, but Marco saw and heard nothing. His eyes were fixed on the trembling surface of the water. Each step was careful, each breath steady. When he finally returned, he said, "I did it, sir. Not a single drop fell." The old man smiled and asked, "Tell me, did you see the children playing by the road?" Marco shook his head. "No, I didn't notice anything." "Did you hear the dogs barking?" "No, nothing," he replied. The old man's eyes glowed softly. "Do you see, my son? When your mind was completely focused on the glass, it was living only in the present moment. In that moment, there was no past to regret and no future to fear. Your mind was silent, and that silence was peace." Marco stood still, his heart awakening. He realized peace was never somewhere outside. It had always lived within him, waiting to be seen through the stillness of the moment. The sun was setting now, painting the mountains in shades of gold and crimson. The birds were returning to their nests, and the air felt lighter. Marco bowed deeply and whispered, "I understand now. Peace isn't something to find, it's something to feel. When I empty my mind of noise, my heart becomes full again." The old man smiled. "When you learn to empty your mind, you will finally see how full life truly is." That evening, as Marco walked down the mountain path, his steps were slower, softer, his face calm. He was no longer the restless boy he once was. He had learned the art of inner stillness. Empty your mind, not of thoughts, but of noise, and you will hear the sound of peace.